All right, welcome. I'm going to do a quick unboxing video for these parts that are not unboxed. These are the Tesla ones right here, but they are the camber and toe arms for the rear of the car on Model X or S. These are from n2itive out in California, and these are for model years 2012 to 2020 pre-Raven. So here's what it is on the box, and when you order these, you're going to need both. If you have this model year that I have a Model X 2017, and I've already done this once, and these are going to replace the ones on my car. I'm going to do a separate video on that for the change out, but the ones on my car have almost 200,000 miles on it. So these are super high quality. These are the best, toughest parts, highest quality parts you can get for this application. All right, so let's take a look inside. You got some really cool packaging here. Got a decal for us. And let's pull out one of these are the camber arms, and let's compare it to the Tesla part. So here's the n2itive part, here's the Tesla part, and the biggest thing you're going to notice is that this part is not adjustable. This part is. If you wonder what's sticking out, this is where the sensor attaches for your air suspension. If you have air suspension, all Model X's do, but this is so much more dense, so much tougher, and these are, like I said, the highest quality parts. There's no question they're probably going to outlast the Tesla parts for sure. The only thing I had an issue with mine on was the bearings, but new as of June of 2025 when I'm recording this, if you order, you will get a newer, better design bearing. But like I said, it lasted 200,000 miles. I don't even know if the original part could. These parts were only on my car for, I don't know, maybe 10,000 miles, something like that. So these can be adjusted. There's a wrench. Let me show you that. You install it. And I'm going to make separate videos, like I think I already mentioned, about me changing these out. But this is just an unboxing video. This wrench is what you adjust it. So I've already got it adjusted, the ones that are on my car that are going to come off. So that's the key, is that these are not adjustable. So you got all this negative camber, which is wears the insides of your rear tires out, and you don't notice it unless you get down on the ground and look at the inside edge, the very inside edge. Now this, we can make it a little bit longer. I think that's the direction we have to go, is length. And then that will push the top of the tire out so that there's no longer toe in. You can get a full contact patch on the road. And you can see this is a very robust system. There's even there's a QR code there for installation methods. This is revised and improved over what I have. And like I said, what I had has lasted me 200,000 miles. So I'm telling you, this is the way to go. These parts, these are so critical. If you lose the ability to control the camber in your car will be out of control. But these parts from n2itive are gonna make sure you're in control all the time. They can give me a pen in here, I think. And then you can see the second one, just to take a look at it also. They're identical. Can't wait to get these on. Gonna be fantastic. Let's take a look at the toe arms. Awesome packaging again, and a few different things in here. Now these are the toe arms, and these toe arms compare with the Tesla arms right here. Same deal, these are adjustable, whereas the Tesla parts are not adjustable. Okay, these are also much lighter weight. This is a much more robust, heavy-duty part. I've also had these on, these toes. You're going to do camber and toe when you're doing your adjustments. Had them on for about 200,000 miles. Definitely. Oh, and by the way, if you want to learn, you're wondering, well, Mike, well, your car here, 200,000 miles. Yeah, it's got 325,000 miles on it right now. And that's actually kind of normal for a well-engineered Tesla product, Tesla car. So they kind of skimped on this part. This is why you want to buy these n2itive parts. Join us at TeslaHighMileageClub.com to learn more. You got these new square washers. This is so you can't make a mistake when they go on and they don't spin around on you. And I think that's about it that's in the box. So this pretty much ends my unboxing video and comparison. Actually, it looks like there's some zip ties in here too. I guess we're going to need these for the installation. that's it for the unboxing and comparison with stock. And you can see there's no comparison with stock. n2itive has knocked it out of the park here in terms of the design and engineering of these products. These are top of the line. This is what you want if you don't want to chew through rear tires. Now, if you're on the racetrack and you're constantly cornering, heavy duty cornering, hard cornering, maybe you don't want to change out what's there. But anybody else who's just doing not that, which is pretty much all drivers, these should have come as standard equipment if you ask me. They really should have. And again, this is where you put on the attachment here for your air suspension. And they've also got a new system on here, this design here and this adjustment to where it does not adjust the ride height. I think the previous old design maybe allowed some variation in ride height depending upon the way that you had it adjusted out for your alignment. And this solves that problem. So it's another problem solved. And wow, yeah, these are great. I wish I could just kind of put them on the wall and frame them. They look so good, and the packaging and everything. So let me know if you've used these or if you used others, and believe me, I have used others and they have failed. That's all I got to tell you. They have failed dramatically. This is the only brand that I would trust, the only brand that I'm going to go with, the only brand I recommend. And learn more about keeping your Tesla for a long time, if that's what you want to do, at TeslaHighMileageClub.com. Thanks for watching. Oh, and I almost forgot to show you a close-up here of what I've got, the actual part number and everything for the rear tow arms. Oh, and one final thing, in this corner over here, there's actually new bolts and washers. I think you have to cut it off if you're doing an original installation from the factory, but you know, mine's a replacement, so I'm not going to have to do that. But all that's in the instructions, but just want to show you that this is also in the package. This is for the tow arms.